This episode of the Nerd Corporation podcast may contain spoilers and explicit language. Listener discretion is advised. We are the Nerd Corporation.
What up, everybody? Welcome back to Podcast Day.
Yay!
Yay! My name is Eddie Lyon, and live from Utah, it's Thursday night, starring Bobby Moynihan.
Anybody smell that pepper?
Anybody smell that pepper? With me, as always, is Derek Reese.
This plan is humanity's last chance. I see no other option but to initiate this war of the worlds to save us all.
God, this movie sucked so bad.
I mean, with a performance like that, maybe I should have been the lead of War of the Worlds. I mean,
right? Yeah.
If comically bad was what they were going for, I got you.
I nailed it.
I nailed the audition, but I turned it down.
I
didn't want my name tied to this movie.
Yeah, I didn't want to hurt your career prospects in the future and whatnot. I get it.
Yeah.
And Nick Lewis.
What other worlds are they warring with?
Right? It only seems like they're warring with the one.
Yeah. War of the World.
Cole couldn't be with us today. He has got the wedding weekend mud butt. Congratulations.
But not the real wedding weekend mud butt. This is like the second coming.
Two wedding, two
wedding
mud butt.
Weekend mud butt. Yes, exactly.
Two wedding, two mud butt. And we are the Nerd Corporation. Welcome to episode 243. This movie was trash. War of the Worlds 2025. We're going to be reviewing the dumpster fire that is War of the Worlds. Holy shit, man. What a stinker.
Absolutely.
It was definitely one of the movies of all time.
It was, sort of.
One of the first movies to actually get a 0 Rotten Tomatoes score, a 0%.
I watched a this YouTube channel that I always love called Microwave Society. They do these videos where they'll watch a movie and just like make fun of it and like show little clips of the movie in between. And I think they watched this one, so that's why I was like, one of these days we have to watch this and see how bad it actually is.
Yeah.
And it's like I was saying before we officially started recording. It's like, oh my God, national state of emergency. I better hit up the Department of Homeland Security on Zoom. Like, right. Everyone's just sitting on their computers like, what's going on? Like,
let me send an IM about this.
Yeah.
Let me hop on Yahoo Messenger.
Right.
Let me jump on MSN Messenger really quick.
AOL chat.
What was it like? Amazon, Tesla, Microsoft. Hell, you can even throw the Patriot Act in there somehow. Product placement was key here.
Yeah, it's funny to me. I think the impetus behind this movie, I almost guarantee it boils down to, hey, people are going to be on their phones. No one cares. It's totally fine. We're going to put out this movie. The money we save on locations can be used to like spruce up the CG a bit, and no one will know the difference. No one will pay any attention to the movie. It's fine. It's going to get 1 billion views. Just because it's on streaming, it's there, and it's got Ice Cube. We're golden. Yeah. And everyone in the room went, what could go wrong? Nothing could go wrong. This is a perfect plan.
I'll tell you what could go wrong.
Just in case, though, let's see if we can get Ava Longoria to be on board for this, too.
Right? Right? How do you pitch that?
How do you say yes to that?
Right?
Well, I mean, I almost wonder, to me, it maybe boils down to like War of the Worlds. That's a classic. Okay. Without, reading the script and doing like a deep dive into, so what is this?
Right.
They probably were like, there's no way they're gonna make a War of the Worlds and make it suck. They wouldn't do that.
So we're gonna have you just sitting in an office chair the whole time.
Yeah.
We will
be
pretend that you
on
get to
Zoom.
leave, but then you don't get to leave.
Exactly. My I know I'm jumping ahead a bit, but I love the part, and it's kind of right in the beginning when he gets a notification that his son bought a game for $248.
Yeah.
So he like logs into his Steam account and uninstalls it as if that's going to get
Yeah.
him an
Yeah.
automatic refund.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stupid.
Like what? Dude, the
And
the
his
the fuck your mother edition of 2K26 doesn't even cost $248. Like
Right, like-
what are you buying?
His son is a fucking computer genius and somehow doesn't realize he can simply reinstall the game.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Weird. Very weird. All that later on, but first, let's get on with the nerd news.
I have a huge announcement that I've been waiting for fucking forever. And I know a lot of people have.
Oh yeah.
So in the last week and a half or so, the crew from Firefly and Serenity have been putting out little teaser videos of Nathan Fillion going around to the other crew members' houses and basically saying it's time. And, they kept it completely mum, which was a lot of fun and actually kind of surprising because like the entire Firefly community started going fucking nuts. Like, what is it? What is it?
People were like, if it's just a cameo on the Rookie, I'm gonna be so fucking pissed.
Well, and that's what's funny too, is a lot of people, obviously the entire fandom was trying to guess what it was. And
Right.
he wouldn't confirm anything that is what it is, but he would deny what it's not.
Yeah.
So they would be like, oh, it's just going to be like a Comic-Con panel. And he'd be like, nope, you're wrong. And so like he would tell people when they were wrong. But anyway, so today, March 15th, so this recording.
Wait, what if somebody got it right? Would he say no to that? Or just be silent?
He just silent.
Well, then that's
So,
how you
like,
know. That's how you know.
Well, yeah, except like if it
Nobody
wasn't,
guessed it though. Like that was the
if
thing.
it didn't, they would, because he didn't like, if people were guessing, oh, they're going to bring the show back, like that still doesn't mean anything because you don't know how they're bringing it back. It could be audio, it could be live action, it could be animated, it could be any number of things.
True.
But most people were going, oh, it's probably just, some sort of little reunion thing that they're doing. It's probably not that big of a deal, and we're all getting hyped over nothing.
Mm-hmm.
And he would be like, no, you're wrong. But thanks for playing.
I would have been okay with a Rookie cameo of the whole team because I watched the Rookie. So if it would be cool to see them, on the Rookie doing some kind of thing. Like let's say some disaster happens at the police station and all of a sudden Nathan Fillion's like directing everybody like he was the captain or something.
And Jill State says shiny at some point through the episode. It's like she has to, but
she's like running around. She just finds something on the ground like a quarter, like, ooh, shiny. And then that's it. That's the whole cameo.
That would be amazing.
Summer Glau's the one that gets arrested.
If any of you use these ideas,
so that's a loss.
You know what's going to happen.
You know it.
We have a reputation of being.
We're very
hungry.
litigious.
I was just going to say those exact words. I was like, we have a reputation for being very litigious.
So here's what we know, because they announced it today. And what they are doing is they are going to try to bring back Firefly as an animated series, which is going to be taking place between the ending of the show and the movie.
Okay.
So that means we get Washback.
Yeah, Alan Tudyk, hell yeah.
Yes. Which, that's one thing that I was like, well, if they are doing the show again, why are they going and talking to Alan Tudyk? He's dead.
Yeah.
But and I personally, I mean, this is maybe a discussion for another time. I'm not really a fan of the fact that they're bringing Jane back, because the actor who played Jane was literally the dude who spearheaded Gamergate and even coined the term.
Ugh.
Yeah, he's a real piece of shit. But anyway,
Maybe he'll die.
here's what maybe. Oh God, that'd be dope.
Like first 30 seconds.
Yeah, but I mean, hell, even on the show, he was a very conflicted and well, I don't even want to say reluctant hero, because he wasn't in any way, shape, or form a hero. He was a very selfish, self-centered,
He's Han Solo without all the endearing
greedy,
qualities.
yeah, greedy guy, but he was also dumb and kind of fun.
Yeah.
So take that for what you will. But it apparently seems to pretty well match the actor that they picked to play it.
Yeah.
But do what you know, I guess.
Well, it makes sense that it's one of the Baldwins.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Yep. Okay, so here's where things are. They obviously needed to get Joss Whedon's blessing, because Joss Whedon, for very valid reasons, is not well beloved at this point. And so they aren't bringing Joss back to do it. But it's his product, so they needed his permission. They got it.
Yeah.
Nathan Fillion got that. They needed the rights from 20th Century Fox as well, and they already got that. They need a script, obviously. They've already made a script. They've already got a script for it. Obviously, they're going to need showrunners, directors, and whatnot. So they got a husband-wife team, Tara Butters and Mark Guggenheim. Tara Butters, she does Agent Carter, or did Agent Carter. She did Dollhouse. Mark Guggenheim did Arrow and Flash. And they actually met through Firefly. And I haven't researched what that means specifically, so I don't know if they worked on the original together at all.
What's her name was on Dollhouse too, wasn't she?
I think so.
Which one?
No, it was Elijah Dushku.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
Oh,
I loved that show when it came out, dude.
That was a cool show.
But yeah, so I don't know if this means they met while working on Firefly together. I don't know if they did, or if maybe they just both had a love of Firefly and met and bonded over that. I don't fucking know. But anyway, since they're doing it as an animated series, obviously they need an animation house. They have gotten Shadow Machine.
Yeah.
To do it for them.
So Shadow Machine, they did Robot Chicken, they did BoJack Horseman. What else did he do? Mary Shelley's Frankenstein. Just a bunch of really cool, like, animated series and movies. I'm trying to. There's one that I wanted to talk about. It was a Guillermo del Toro one, but Guillermo del Toro's Pinocchio. They did that one too. Yeah,
that was a really good movie.
Yeah, so like when they got they got a solid team on their hands.
Yeah.
So,
all they're looking for right now, well, I guess I shouldn't say all they're looking for, but what they're looking for right now is a streaming home, which my assumption, you've already got Firefly on Disney Plus, and Disney loves Nathan and Alan Tudyk. So I mean, not to
mention that Disney owns 20th Century Fox.
Yeah. So I mean, I really feel like that's the obvious place for it to wind up.
Yeah.
But we'll see. We'll see what happens. But I'm very fucking stoked for it.
I am.
I'm really excited. I mean, even just to see Washback, if nothing else. But anywho, that's my biggest piece of news.
Oh yeah.
I just came across this um not maybe 10 minutes ago. Um guess who's all elite?
Yeah,
Oh, who?
The
Ronda
baddest woman on the
Rousey.
planet.
Oh my God. Good luck to you,
And when
AEW.
they say baddest, they mean baddest at wrestling.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Yes.
So I saw it. I saw it right before podcast started, right before we started recording.
Oh
And
yeah, wasn't that on tonight?
I don't know if it was on, but I just saw it like on social media because all of a sudden, all of the wrestling pages, you know how they like to just
I cannot wait to derisively laugh react every post I see about it.
right, like I
Derisively?
fucking ugh,
Yeah, you know what derision is, right?
Oh, I just never heard it like worded like that. It just
as a
Oh,
verb.
it sounds like a word that shouldn't be a word.
Yeah.
yeah, fair.
Um. Yeah. So I saw it and I was just like, big fucking whoop.
Yeah.
You're gonna fucking make her win until she loses, and then she's gonna talk shit about your company for the rest of her life for what it
Mm-mm.
feels like. Like, shut the fuck up. Don't nobody give a fuck about no Ronda fucking Rousey, bro. I'm sorry. Like, she, as far as wrestling is concerned, I couldn't give one unaccompanied fuck about Ronda Rousey.
I mean, I
Nope.
give one very large fuck, and that large fuck is how much I fucking am seethingly upset and angry anytime I ever have to hear her talk or watch her wrestle. So I have a very strong feeling about it.
She came out and she was I guess she's gonna feud with Tony Storm. Like that's her first big feud or whatever. And I'm just like, bro, like if you thought this was gonna try to get me to watch fucking AEW, like it's only going to deter me further.
Yeah, if anything, that's a deterrent for sure.
Like
Because you know it's
she's
just gonna be she's gonna have this feud, she's gonna get pushed, and then she's gonna not do great. Then they're gonna
Yeah, she's
realize
gonna
it.
show him just how bad she is.
Yeah.
she was and it's such a hypocritical move, dude. Like you said all that you was talking all this shit about how you'll never go back to wrestling, how about how fucking fuck wrestling this and that shit's fake that. Like she was exposing the business as she was talking shit about it, and all of a sudden it's because the money's drying up.
Yep.
Like you're losing cash and now you need more. So you go back to the shit you were talking shit about the most.
You know, I would be fine with Ronda Rousey just being in shitty, cheesy action movies where she's the token badass white girl. Like that's
Exactly.
fine.
She has
Just
a market
know
for that.
know your role and go
Shut your
for
Shut your
that.
mouth.
mouth.
Like shut your mouth. No, know your role and just stick there. Like you don't need to be wrestling. No one needs to see that. No one wants to see it. You don't know how to do
Like,
it.
why is
Just
she
fucking stop.
why is she not doing MMA? Like,
Yeah.
whenever she
Because
broke
she's
out?
well, and then she exposed herself there too
Well,
after
Holly
she
Holm
lost. Yeah,
kicked her right in the
yeah.
dome piece.
Because like when I say exposed herself, I'm talking about what happened after the loss too. Like
Yeah.
of
Oh
the
yeah. Oh yeah.
and then she was gone.
It was
Like
over.
that's
You were
not
just completely silent while you were screaming. That was funny.
really.
Yeah,
Can you hear it?
I can now, but at first it was like she was just like,
I mean that works too. Yeah.
yeah.
I don't know. Whatever. More
I don't
power
know.
to her. I don't know. I'm a total hater of this idea, and y'all can put me on the record for that.
Mhm.
And it's not about her being a woman, okay? It
Oh no, not
just,
at all.
it just adds to
She's
it.
just terrible.
It is for me.
It's for me. Get this woman shit out of here.
I do want to point out that Personally, it's definitely because she's a woman. That's absolutely
Let it be known.
Her vaginal presence bothers me.
Did you see that there is supposedly, and this is from Gamer Burnout, so I don't know. I don't
Sounds
know
accrediting.
how.
But
Sounds accrediting.
Yeah, I was like, I don't know how legit this is, but supposedly a brand new open world survival game set in the Terminator universe is coming. Um, and it's supposedly placing you like in the actual like the aftermath of Judgment Day. Um, so it's set 4 years after Skynet wiped out humanity. You begin your journey emerging from a bunker into a devastated world, so Fallout 76, where the machines relentlessly hunt the remaining survivors. So like you gather resources, craft weapons, all that type of shit. Combat is extremely dangerous, meaning stealth tactics and careful preparation will often be essential to survive in a world where humans are heavily outmatched. So, if that's a thing, that actually sounds like it would be kind of cool.
yeah.
Why do we keep? We don't need like more Terminator IPs. Like,
Yeah, I don't like it's really not
It's
like
been a while though, hasn't it? Like I don't mind it.
I don't know. I played that one Terminator game on Steam. It's called like what's it called? Like not is it called Resistance? Yeah, Terminator Resistance. And it's like a first person shooter where
Uh-huh.
um you like I can't remember how the game starts because it's been like 2 years since I've played it, but you run into like this group of survivors and you're, trying to take them down. And it's just like very basic gunplay, very basic gameplay. And it's like,
Oh,
I don't know. I mean, it's not a terrible game. Like it got pretty decent reviews, but it's like, why are we still hanging on to Terminator?
yeah.
yeah.
Like the Sarah Connor,
It's the Sarah
Connor,
Chronicons.
Connor. The Sarah Connor Chronicles were actually that's where I was thinking of Summer Glau because she was in that.
Oh,
But
gotcha.
and that was actually like a cool little spinoff. And I Terminator 2 is one of like my all-time favorite movies. Like that
Mhm.
movie is so good still.
I think
Um
if you grew up anywhere around that
yeah,
era of that movie coming out, it kind of has to be one of your favorites. Like you can't
yeah.
beat
Oh
that.
dude, yeah, Terminator. All three movies are fantastic. I mean, two, I feel like two is the best, but
Same.
it's just like I don't know. I'm not saying it's a bad idea. I'm just
Mhm.
saying like why are we still
Yeah.
trying to do stuff with Terminator, you know?
People don't want to come up with new stuff. Duh.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I'll have to, I'll decide, as we say. I'll decide.
Right. I'll decide.
Yeah.
Everybody's just waiting with bated breath for Nick's determination of whether the game is good or not.
Just to like cut to me and I'm like,
Everyone's just like
Okay.
it's like watching the groundhog. Everyone's
Right.
just like standing there motionless. No one's even whispering to each other, just perfect.
yeah, I'm I'm
Do you have
no
any
I'm no expert on the Terminator franchise, but I don't know. I don't know.
I
They're
am
Yeah, I
an
don't
they're
know.
expert at pretending I'm an expert on
yes.
things. So
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know where the hype comes from this, but hey,
There there
if it's
apparently
good, I'll play.
was a I didn't play it, but I think they within the last year or so they released like a Terminator like side-scrolling game.
Oh,
oh
really?
interesting.
Maybe I'm thinking of I don't know, it was like a retro game
Hmm.
and I think from what I heard that game did pretty well, but it's like I don't know,
I mean maybe that's why then, if that's a thing. But do you remember that old Terminator arcade game?
Oh,
Yeah, the
dude,
one
where
with the
you had the
gun, with
machine
the
guns?
rail gun one. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
that
dude,
was fucking fun.
I would pay for both sides, and I would just sit there and just fucking.
Because the whole machine gun would vibrate.
Yeah,
Yeah, dude.
yeah.
The only other thing I did see was a guy on YouTube talking about how you can apparently in England you can rent a PS5
Jesus.
for
Oh
like
yeah.
£10 a month, but it's not rent to own.
You just pay $10 perpetually.
You just
Well, yeah,
yeah,
if you're gonna
like
pay $10 rent to own, that would take a for fucking ever.
well
Right.
yeah, but you don't own like gaming
But
nowadays is
yeah,
just like you don't own anything, and now you can even just not own a console if you want to.
yeah, that's insane.
I mean, it's like I get it if you're like low income housing,
Well, and I
this is
mean,
a
I
this is
I
a cheap
remember.
way, but cheap way to like get into gaming. But it's like if you're getting a console, you're getting it for the span of its life. You're not just like,
Right,
oh,
right.
Yeah.
I've had this
Well,
console for
and
4 months and now I'm done
like
with
I
it.
remember the rent to own place here, Rent a Center. I remember they had like back in the day, they had like PS4s and PS3s that you could
Right, but that was rent to
rent to
own.
own.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So that was,
Absurdly predatory
why,
pricing.
well,
Absolutely.
unless, which of course they know most people aren't going to, unless if you buy the whole thing in 90 days, you pay no interest. So if you
Mhm.
can do that, it's a pretty fucking good deal because like you still get it, but
Oh
you don't have
yeah.
to buy it all up front. So
Mhm.
that's good. It's just, I mean, come on, you know who your core people are.
Yeah.
They're not going to do that in
They know
90
their
days.
demographic, dude. They know their
Yeah,
fucking demographic.
they're not doing that in 90 days. There's no way.
Oh,
But
no, these guys will have this. These guys will be paying this shit off for 10 years. Sign them up.
Yep.
yep, for real.
But
Um,
yeah, I think I saw Moist Critical talking about that, and I was just like, dude, like rent to own is one thing, but just
just
renting
renting
and
outright.
then when like yeah, so even if you've paid, I don't know what the conversion is like from
Mhm.
here to pounds in England, but let's say it's £500. Even after you pay that 500, you still keep paying to rent it, and then when you're done with it, you give it back.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's
Like,
crazy.
not to mention, you're gonna want to get PS Plus probably. You're gonna
Yeah,
want
yeah,
to,
yeah. Yeah.
and like, what happens to the licenses that you buy to play once you like don't have it anymore? Like,
Right. It's crazy. It's a weird
yeah,
concept.
it's a very bizarre conflict concept, but I was gonna say concept and conflict for some reason, but I just thought that was really weird. Like,
It is very
You're just
weird.
very conflicted about the concept.
Yeah.
the Wolverine is anchoring me into keeping my PS5. That's it. Like that's it at
That's
this
it.
point. Like
Maybe you should
that and the last Final
maybe
Fantasy remake that comes out.
mm,
I don't know, man. Like my PS5 is a dust collector at this point right now.
Yeah. Um, Celebrity death. We lost Phil Campbell of Motorhead,
Oh yeah, that's right.
mm, yeah,
guitarist. I don't know what he died from.
threading too hard.
Yeah, right.
No, no.
Too much shred. Complications from surgery on March 13th.
Oh, okay.
That's all I have.
But rest in peace. It's him and Lemmy right now, right? That have died out of the band.
Yep.
It's
Yeah, I think
crazy.
that's it.
Um,
I remember
But
like
I
I remember years ago,
mhm.
I thought this was like years ago. This was like early 20s, but I had thought that like the whole Led Zeppelin band, I thought they were all dead like in my early 20s.
The whole band.
The whole band. And then like later on I saw them and I was like, "Holy shit, they're not dead."
That's funny.
I'm glad that that my surgery seemed to have gone a little better than his.
Right.
You and
I
me
didn't
both,
die
brother.
didn't die from complications. I'm at least not yet.
Right.
Maybe.
I mean, I was awake for mine, so that would have been really weird if I died during mine.
Right.
You just pass away right in the middle of it, and they're like, "What the fuck?"
What?
No, I'm just gonna.
Somebody who also didn't die. Gary Chalk, 74-year-old British-born Canadian actor who voiced Optimus Primal in the Beast Wars, and Optimus Prime across Transformers, Armada, Energon, and Cybertron, uh, is in full remission from stage 4 Hodgkin's lymphoma. So,
Well, yeah.
there's a
Well,
little.
I hope we'll have an announcement like that about Bruce Campbell soon.
Yes.
Oh, who else announced that they had it was a woman.
I'm not
I
sure.
Oh,
can't
well, then
remember
who cares?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, that's right. Nobody cares.
No, I don't remember anyone other than Bruce Campbell recently announcing that they had cancer.
I did find out who I was thinking of, and it was Christy Carlson Romano,
Who's that?
Kim
Mm.
Possible, Ren Stevens.
Oh, right. That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
A
Yeah.
bitch that
Well,
does matter.
well, we hope a speedy recovery for her, and anybody who's dealing with very horrible diseases, cancers and such.
Unless they're a terrible person, and then that's
Yeah,
okay.
unless you're a piece of shit, and in that case, die slow.
Exactly.
So before we get into the subject of the hour, since you're watching us on YouTube, please don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, hit that little bell icon. We want to get into as many nerdy ears as possible, and that is the best and the freest way you help us do that. We have merch. Go to redbubble.com/nerdcore podcast and get our sayings and logos on anything from stickers and shirts to mugs and curtains. We've partnered with Dubby. Go to dubby.gg, use our promo code NERDCORP to get 10% off anything site-wide. So, without further ado, welcome back to a segment of
That shit is fucking trash, dog. Get the fuck off the airwaves.
This Movie Was Trash. For those of you new to the segment, we take a very bad movie and we review it and see why it was a bad movie and do everything that we do for Retromania, cast, trivia, and all that shit. But
Making fun of it.
But making fun of it. Yes, exactly. War of the Worlds 2025. I mean, what the screen life format, where the whole movie happens on a computer screen is I don't know, I think it fell short this time.
Well, I mean, it's just lazy.
It really is, dude. Like, it feels like this was made like in a basement somewhere. Like, it was just
I mean,
like,
because it was made during COVID, right?
yeah. So I guess, yeah.
Was it?
But yeah, it was.
Yeah.
It was made during COVID.
It took 4 years to make?
I think it
I
just took
mean-
4 years to release.
Oh.
I think it took 4 years to try polishing a turd, and they did as much as they could and put it out.
Yeah. No, I don't know. It was just weird. Like, I can't put my finger on like a lot of the like bullshit about it, but it was not fun. And I really wanted to give this movie a chance. Like, I wanted to just be like, maybe it's not that bad. Maybe people are just overreacting and it's actually a really good movie.
There were a few, very few, not a few, but there were few like redeeming parts, like when the first alien like popped up out of the ground, like that whole introduction
Yeah,
was
that was
actually kind of
cool.
badass.
That was very
I
cool.
mean, the CG wasn't bad. Like
No,
that
it
was
wasn't.
probably the better part of the movie. Were the effects were pretty decent. Like they were pretty like tolerable and
They had-
and not
they-
distracting. And
they had the aliens doing the ear piercing
Yeah.
scream that they did from like
Whale
the
that they
original
do.
War of the
Yeah.
Worlds.
Which I wish they had done more of that. That was so
Yeah.
fun.
I
I
agree.
love that.
I agree. So we have director Rich Lee, The Perfect Score, Show Dogs, Walking with the Enemy. Written by Kenneth A. Gold and Mark Hyman. Kenneth Gold did The Smokers, Food for Thought, Walking with the Enemy. Mark Hyman did Meet the Fockers, Osmosis Jones, and How to Train Your Dragon 3.
Mark
Uh,
Hyman.
yeah, Mark Hyman. Mark
Was
with
he
a
Huh.
C.
was he broken?
I mean, if not, this movie broken.
Yeah, for sure.
Was
For
he a broken
sure.
hymen?
It means vagina. It means vagina.
Hyman does not mean vagina, first of all.
It does mean vagina. We're men. We don't know anything about women.
Yeah, that's true. All right. It's all
when
vagina.
It's all vagina.
It's just all vagina.
when
Sorry.
the homie walks in. Hi man.
All right. Hi, man. Hi, man. Uh, Ice Cube. O'Shea Jackson is William Radford. We know him from Friday, Boys in the Hood, 21 Jump Street. Are we there yet? And such.
You
Uh,
know.
you know Ice Cube.
The critically acclaimed musical hip hop group NWA,
Yes. Yes.
which
What
stands
does that
for
mean, Nick?
What does it mean? Be emphatic, please. Eva Longoria as NASA scientist Sandra Salas. She did Desperate Housewives, The Sentinel, Dora and the Lost City of Gold.
How are they going to put that on there? That's so mean.
Yeah, they did. They put that on there. They sure did.
she also was on Only Murders in the Building.
Oh, yeah,
She
Only
played
Murders in the Building.
she played the movie version of Selena Gomez's character on that show.
Yeah.
Oh,
That was-
right.
That was a
right.
fun little arc because they were
That
like
was.
they were hanging out with like Selena
Zach
Gomez and everybody,
Galifianakis
and they were like trying to like get cues from the real people so they could act, but they ended up like helping solve the murder.
that was so funny. That was a
Yeah.
really good arc. I liked that a lot.
We have Clark Gregg as NSA Director, Donald Briggs, Agent Coulson in The Avengers and Iron Man, 500 Days of Summer. Man is a goat. Devin Bostick as Mark Goodman. He was in Oppenheimer, Diary of the Wimpy Kid, The 100.
That
Wait,
was the
so
guy that
which-
played the president, right?
No, this was the guy that played the daughter's husband or boyfriend.
Oh,
okay.
Mark.
All right.
Yeah, that's right.
That's what I was thinking. Okay.
Yeah.
Mark.
We have Henry Hunter Hall as the Disruptor. Also David Radford. He was Junior in Waist Deep. Walter in Harriet. He was Cheeks in Hunters. If you haven't seen Hunters, you should watch Hunters. It's got Al Pacino in it, and it's the 70s, and Al Pacino runs a team of Jewish badasses, I guess, and they go around. They
Yeah.
go around hunting the remaining Nazis that like got pardons and are living in the States.
I do remember that.
So it's like Inglorious Bastards.
Kind of, yeah, but it's just like on a very more like toned down level.
Okay. That
Yeah,
sounds kind of cool.
it's super cool. It's on Prime. You should watch it. It's really good. Like I recommend that show to everybody.
Oh wait, it's a okay. I've seen that advertised. I just hadn't really made that connection yet.
It's dope as fuck.
It is super good. Love that show. Iman Benson as Faith Radford. She was Drea in Black AF. Tia Russell in the Uncle Buck series, the one with Mike Epps in it. She was Joy Williams in Suits for a couple of episodes.
Uncle Buck is in a remake?
I guess I don't know. I don't know. It's just the TV. It's a TV series called Uncle Buck. It's
Okay.
got it's got Mike Epps in it, and it's a black sitcom.
Uncle Buck with a bit of black exploitation shaking
Some
onto it.
Uncle Buck.
Yeah.
And then we have who else? We have Andrea Savage as FBI field agent Sheila Jeffries. Andrea Savage is Laura Montez in Veep. Andrea in the movie I'm Sorry, and she is Denise in Step Brothers, the psychiatrist
Yep.
or the
Oh,
therapist.
that's right. That's
She was
right.
also on a really funny, I think it was on Comedy Central back in the day, it was about a news team called Man Bites Dog. I don't know if you guys remember that show, but it was
Sounds
her.
familiar.
Who's the guy that's in it? I'm picturing him right now. And then the one teacher from Role Models, like the dorky redheaded guy, he was in that show too.
Oh yeah.
It was a really, really funny show about like field journalism and stuff like that.
Yeah. But that's the cast. For the cast that it had, this movie should have been better, I feel like.
Yeah.
As of this recording, yesterday was the Razzies. And this movie took everything. Like everything it was nominated for, it got. Worst movie, worst director, worst lead actor. I mean, like it didn't just walk away with the trophies. It pulled in a U-Haul and took the whole damn building with it. You know what I mean? Like it was like, and it's one of those like, what do they call these movies? Screen life. Like, do you guys think that the screen life genre dies with War of the World 2025?
I really hope so. I really hope so.
What was that? There was that one horror movie that was actually not too bad, but like Friend Request or something like that, or like New Friend Request that took place like entirely on like a bunch of kids like Facebook Messenger videos or something like that.
Well, and I mean, they even had like one or two supernatural episodes where they kind of sort of used that idea in the episode where like you were still following the brothers around, but what they were doing was tracking down a person who was like, you know, auctioning off like human body parts and stuff like that. So he had his whole computer set up there and a surgical table like sitting right there. And he would strap people down to the surgical table and sit there and watch the computer and like pick, body parts or whatever and cut them off and sell them to the highest bidder and things like that. Like I'm cool with using that idea within other ideas. But if that is the idea and that's the only thing that you do, that's going to get very old very quickly.
I think this came out too late because a lot of TV shows like Parks and Rec, a lot of them were doing this kind of style of filming during COVID because it was super easy.
Yeah.
Like this could be a TV show or a movie like what we're doing. You just take like different segments and splice them together, but they all came out like on schedule as COVID like was doing its thing.
COVID, yeah.
So it's
maybe
like,
that's what they honestly maybe that's what they should have done. If it took too long to put this together to get out during COVID, then maybe they should have waited for the next pandemic or, show some initiative and create a new pandemic and then put your movie out.
Like fucking put your money where your mouth is, bro. Like
yeah, like look, man, there's only one way this is gonna work, so let's find us some monkeys or bats or whatever.
I think that if they knew that it wasn't going to come out during COVID, that they should have, if they had the money, reshot the movie. You know, like
Yeah.
putting it out like now was kind of weird, and it just didn't make any sense. The whole movie was just filters and Ice Cube being Ice Cube. Get on the
Yeah.
ground.
Well, and that's the thing too, is that like they must not have spent very much money at all in the first place. So it's not like costly
Yeah.
reshoots would have sunk them, because everything was product placement.
Mhm.
And you had no locations or sets to speak of. So like the only thing that would have cost money really is getting Ice Cube, Ava, and Clark Gregg.
Yeah.
Like that's those are the only things that would have cost any money for this fucking movie.
Yeah.
You
No.
know,
Instead,
I know we haven't gotten to the trivia segment yet, but I just Googled when did they start filming this? 2020. So it was 6 years ago they started filming this, and
Christ.
it was completed in 15 days.
Why did they wait
Despite
why
being
did they-
filmed in
put it out?
2020, the movie underwent about 2 years of post-production before its 2025 release.
What
But
the fuck?
that's more than 2 years.
Mhm.
Like it doesn't, the math's not mathing.
Yeah,
I mean,
because
they said
if
more
it was
than
done
2
in
years.
2020, but more than 2 years, like how many more? That's crazy.
Yeah. That's insane. But yeah, no, like I agree. But again, like we were talking about, and I don't remember, I think this was before we actually started recording, but like I was saying to you guys earlier, like I really think that it's very easy for them to feel comfortable putting out a movie like this these days, because everyone, I mean, it's all over the place with the second screen experience, where they expect people to not be paying attention to what's on their TV, because they've also got their phone out, their laptop, their tablet, their whatever. So they expect you to be distracted. So I think as long as it looks pretty, I don't think they really care much more than that. Like there's sort of a culture of like, if it looks good, that's good enough. No one's going to notice the difference.
Imagine being so fucking hyped to be in a movie with Ice Cube and it's this one.
Right.
Like you don't even get to meet him.
Like those kids,
Yeah,
dude.
right?
Those kids that are his kids or whatever in the movie. Like, could you imagine? Oh my God, I get to do a movie with Ice Cube. Holy shit.
Yeah. Well, and can you imagine them at conventions? People like, so what was it like to work with Ice Cube? And them having to go, I have no idea.
I didn't
I
fucking
was
go
just-
with it.
I was just in a closet at my
Yeah.
house.
What a crazy movie. And like I said earlier, it's just Ice Cube being Ice Cube. Get down from
Yeah.
there. Go out over there. Get in the Tesla. Like,
I'm gonna unlock it for you.
yeah, I'm gonna unlock it for you. And then that one part where he was talking about where he was trying to use like all the technical jargon or whatever, it almost seems like he was like tripping over his words.
Yeah.
I'm gonna use a 5.2 decrypted firewall on them, and that should disrupt their like it's almost like he was reading it out loud. Like he was just like holding the script and he was just like the it was
Well,
it's
and I think my favorite thing too is that like his character went so far out of his way to like not be an emotionally present person with his kids. Like he might, I swear to God, I'm surprised that there was not a line in there when his kids would try to connect with him. I'm so surprised there wasn't a line where he was just like, don't you know I'm an emotionally distant father figure? You
Yeah.
can't expect me to connect with you emotionally? What the fuck? Like it just seemed so blunt and like not natural at all.
yeah.
It is kind of like a in a way, given that this movie wasn't great, but in a way it did it was like kind of a somewhat decent like commentary on like the threat of being spied on by the government, you know, because
Yeah.
he was able to access fucking everything.
Yeah. Like
Except
literally
figuring out who
everything.
his arch nemesis was.
right?
Yeah. My
It is-
daughter's at Starbucks. I better see what she's ordering.
you're the disruptor? Oh man. Like I don't know, dude. There were a bunch of like bad like criticisms of this movie. The AV Club said Ice Cube's new sci-fi movie slash Amazon commercial has achieved the rarest of things, consensus, specifically the bad kind. It takes artistic bravery to make an alien invasion feel like a series of annoying pop-up ads. Um, Robert Ebert RogerEbert.com said Ice Cube needs to change his name to room temperature rainwater. The man cannot act. He just plays a he just plays a disgruntled Ice Cube ad nauseum. If he was an actual Ice Cube, he would fail at cooling any beverage. Film Focus Online said the special effects are sci-fi channel grade. Think Windows Movie Maker explosions and lifeless tripods. It looks like it was made by a bunch of drunk students trying to finish a media project an hour before the deadline. Last one, in session film. The characters act through video chat as if they aren't surrounded by literal aliens. A mother watches her child's school get leveled by a tripod and says, "Everyone in my kid is dead," with the same energy as someone reading the ingredients off a cereal box.
I like that.
Film's tagline is it's worse than you think. And it's like the only honest thing about the movie.
It is. It is worse than you think it would be.
It is
Well,
much worse.
I actually found a couple too that I want to read off real quick because they're pretty funny.
Yeah.
So key criticisms include, and this is literally just an AI overview from Google. So, but excessive product placement. The film is criticized for being a feature-length advertisement, culminating in a scene where an Amazon Prime air drone helps save the world. And then poor execution of screen life, which we've already talked about.
Yeah.
And they basically just say it's considered unengaging, lazy, poorly executed. And then talking about Ice Cube's comically bad performance, weak script and plot that's laughable and clunky, with little action. And that's the thing. That's the other thing too. Like, there definitely were ways that they could have brought action into it.
And
they just didn't. Like, literally the maximum amount of action was, oh my god, this thing is chasing me and I'm like on the move, or like, oh, it just leveled a school, and like that was the action. And then just the low budget feel, production quality being subpar. Yeah, that's pretty much it. But
yeah, I don't know, man. This movie was just bad, man. Just fucking bad.
I mean, it does remind me of watching shitty random ass movies on Sci-Fi, just because like I had just watched something on Sci-Fi that was worth watching, and then whatever started afterwards, and I was like, what the fuck is this?
What the hell am I watching?
I really hope that because they're doing a new scary movie, right?
Yeah.
God, I really hope they throw some shit about War of the Worlds in there.
I hope it's in there, dude.
Well, they already did for Scary Movie 3.
Oh.
Didn't they?
Well, for the 2005 one, yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, but
like, we're saying
I guess you could do like a Screen Life parody or whatever.
Yeah,
but
yeah, like something specifically parodying this iteration.
Yeah.
Well, real quick, just to say this, just because it reminds me a lot of the well, I guess for the movie that I'm going to compare it to, I guess I should say plot resolution. In War of the Worlds, it was kind of more of a subplot, but in with the plot resolution in Batman versus Superman, where you said, why did you say that name? Martha, your mom is Martha too. Well, let's be best friends now. That was as well thought out as the subplot resolution in War of the Worlds, where what was it, like 70% of the way through the movie that he finds, or 80% that he figures out that his son is the disruptor?
Yeah. Yeah.
All because finally, after years and years, literally, of trying to figure out who the disruptor was, finally, this analytics, communications, what's the word I'm looking for? Surveillance expert finally decides to do some voice recognition shit to figure out what the disruptor actually sounds like.
Pitch up the voice. That's all you did. And you couldn't have done that anytime that you were investigating this man.
He decided to spend the 5 seconds it took to clean up the audio and go, oh my God, the disruptor is my son.
It's you?
David, it's you?
Like, seriously, like, that is as well thought out if he like had walked in his son's room and there was just like a piece of notebook paper saying, I am the disruptor.
Yeah.
You know, and it's like, what? No! Oh, like, horrible, weak bullshit.
It's bad.
And if that's what it takes to write a movie, God damn, somebody hire me right now. I will write the shit out of movies like that. If that's what you're looking for, I got you.
I got you. What a twist.
What a twist.
Well, this is the part of the segment where we get into the trivia, just a bunch of blurbs from IMDb's trivia page and how many people dislike them, because
there's not a lot of them. We can do the whole list.
Jesus, yeah.
No, you're right.
Yeah, that's kind of sad. I was wishing there would be all sorts of shit about it, but no, well.
Well,
I don't think we're ever going to come across a treasure trove of trivia as good as we did for The Room.
Yeah, that was a good one.
That was like uncovering a gold mine.
True. Very true.
See, but that was a bad movie that like took on a life of its own. This one's just a bad movie that no one cared about.
Yeah.
True.
I guess that makes sense, but.
All right. So, first mentioned in 2020 as an untitled Beck Mambatov feature starring Ice Cube for Universal. It surfaced.
You clean up your language. Don't say that.
Excuse
I don't know what Beck Mambatov is, but I assume it's a person.
Yeah. It resurfaced in July 2025 when it was released straight to streaming as a free movie on Amazon Prime. It was not screened for critics.
Or why? I like that they immediately said this isn't worth charging money for.
Yeah, just put it on. Just put it on.
He's a Kazakh Russian filmmaker.
Oh. That's probably why. War of the Worlds.
Very nice.
Very nice. War of the Worlds. Aliens.
Oh, he did
They
Wanted.
killed my wife.
I knew I knew that name from somewhere, but
oh, and he did Abraham Lincoln Vampire Slayer. All right, the guy's got some credibility.
That's
All right. Okay. Filmed during the summer and fall of 2020 under COVID-19 protocols, and that forced people to stay at home and work remotely as much as possible. As a result, the director and cast did not work face to face. The movie was not released, as we know, until 5 years later. And 24 people were like, fuck COVID-19 protocols.
Right. You should have released this piece of shit when it came out.
You should have all just gotten together and made the movie and died, which actually probably wouldn't have been a bad idea.
Right.
They wouldn't have had to see the reviews.
Imagine like having finished this movie in a week and it doesn't
Right.
come out for another 5 years.
Right. I bet you
Like-
they saw it. I bet you they saw it and they're like, maybe this movie won't come out. Maybe.
I know,
Maybe.
right? They're like,
That
they're all
Jonah Hill
hopeful.
gif where he's like,
Yeah. The Vince McMahon crying.
The character of William Radford was originally written as a paraplegic to fit in with the themes of COVID and people being glued to their screens, but the director was so impressed by the intensity of Ice Cube's chair throwing that he rewrote the character to match.
That is the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my
I
life.
was trying to get through that without cracking up in the middle of it, but
God.
Yeah,
Throw this cheer.
that is fucking ridiculous.
what does being a paraplegic have to do with being glued to your screen?
Yeah, I don't understand that either.
Well, I think they're just saying like, well, not us to be glued to our screens, but like the fact that Radford couldn't get up and leave. I think they're saying like they were going to write him as a paraplegic just to make that make even more sense that he's sort of captive right there in
You
his
imagine
chair.
him just being like, I gotta call you back. All right, what's the situation? Hang on 1 second. Okay, what's going on? Like, none of like
David.
this or whatever. He's just, his chair just swivels.
Yeah.
He's got like a little straw right here to.
To turn his chair.
David, you're the disruptor? I can't believe this, man.
And then
What's wrong with you?
like the aliens somehow like infect his chair, and so he's just turning at random times. Like, no, god damn it!
Oh man.
He's like,
Fuck
I gotta
these
get down. I
aliens!"
gotta get down to Goliath. Shit.
And then
There's no ramp access.
yeah, and it makes him so mad that it cures his paraplegia, and he gets up and throws the chair.
He throws his own chair.
Gets up.
Throws his wheelchair.
Wow.
Controversially, the movie superimposed footage of aliens into real-life terrorist attacks. Plane crashes. Oh, let me reread that again. Hold on. Controversially, the movie superimposed footage of aliens into real-life terrorist attacks, plane crashes, and other atrocities at the direction of one of the movie's producers. As reported by special effects house Corridor View, one of the contractors chose to create a photorealistic CGI version of one of these incidents rather than allow the real footage to be included, despite said producer's insistence.
And there are 0 dislikes on that comment.
That
They're
tracks.
like, yeah, use those terrorist attacks. Fuck
That's
yeah,
that-
give them to me, daddy.
That is about right. You are
Yeah.
all sick in the head.
For real, fucking ridiculous. I mean, fortunately, there are only 16 likes,
Yeah.
but still. So, Universal were sold on the movie by a pitch from Beck Mombatoff, who had acted as a producer on successful films in this format, where he explained it would allow them to sell it as a high-budget sci-fi movie, but produce it for the cost of a cheap TV thriller. Well, guess what? You were wrong.
I'd rather watch a cheap TV thriller.
Yeah. I'd rather watch Batman versus Superman again.
Right?
I mean,
At
I
least
would
that had
I don't
totally-
stuff
think I
that
would.
at least that
I don't
had
think I
stuff in
would.
it that
I would sit through Snyder Cut Justice League before I watch
Mhm.
War of the Worlds 2025 again.
which is like
Oh.
3.5 War of the Worlds.
Yeah.
Let's see, that was the one Derek just read. A lot of the news report footage of the aliens attacking areas and the subsequent destruction is actual archival footage of real life disasters with the tripod superimposed over it. Examples include the 2016 Fort McMurray wildfires, 2010 Deepwater Horizon oil rig disaster, and the 2011 Japanese tsunami, and etc.
That is fucking insane.
Yeah.
What is
That they
with
actually
this group of people wanting to use actual disasters to put in there? Like they are some fucked up people. At least a few people disliked this one.
But 44 people were just like, fuck you gotta do, show that shit.
right.
Give me that disaster porn.
This was a stupid one. One of the names on Williams' team's display is Orson G. Wells, as an homage to Orson Welles and H.G. Wells.
Orson?
Orson.
Isn't that what
Like
people
like a
like in
whore's
medieval
son.
time? Yeah. Yeah, like
Yeah.
this damned Orson.
Yep.
Oh my
Yep.
God. That
That
is
wasn't H.G.
terrible.
Wells's name, was it?
No.
Name
No,
wasn't Orson.
No, it's H.G. Wells and Orson Welles put together. Horson.
Yeah.
You're all Horsons for fucking
So this movie was featured on the comedy podcast How Did This Get Made? Which I would love to see that episode actually.
yeah, I'm
Also
probably gonna have to
featured-
check it out.
Was also featured on the comedy podcast, The Nerd Corporation.
Yes, it was.
That's
Yes,
true. That's true. Well,
Episode
hold on. Let me
243.
edit this person's.
You're right.
Isn't Wikipedia?
Yeah, exactly. I'll just tack it on there.
None of the BBC news headlines used in the film were in a BBC font, and one was written in headline case with every word capitalized, which is not in the corporation's style guide.
They couldn't even get the fucking font right.
Well,
Oh,
and
dear.
that's the biggest thing that stood out to me during the movie because I mean,
Right.
if you're not going to use real BBC font, like,
Yeah.
come on, with the standards.
I
people.
picked up on that right away.
Immediately.
Right away.
That was clear as day. Anybody who didn't is obviously not a cinephile like us.
Right then, that is when my suspension of disbelief went right out the window.
Right out the fucking window.
Right out the window.
All the fun.
That I don't know. That felt like a Seinfeld line.
Yeah, dude,
to
that's
me.
exactly what came into my head.
Right out the window. Have
And
you
that's
guys
when my
seen
suspension of belief went right out the window.
Right out the window, Jerry.
Have you
Right out the
guys
window.
seen the guy that does, what if Seinfeld was filmed in 2025 or whatever?
I think so.
And he does really good impressions of Jerry and George, and his Kramer's okay, but it's passable. If I find him, I'll send them in the chat. But it's super
for sure.
funny. Footage from a U.S. military Boeing 747 cargo
Here we go
plane
again.
crashing after takeoff from Bagram Air Base in Afghanistan was used in the film. Part of the drama surrounding this production is there are claims from people who worked on this that scene wasn't a placeholder. The producer-director fully intended in using it, even though it is a real-life accident that resulted in deaths. There is also a claim that someone on the visual effects team took it upon themselves to recreate the scene in CG in their own time and swap it out without telling the producer, as they were so determined not to have it used as was. I mean, they're just repeating these at this point. That crash wasn't the only real-world footage of war and disasters used in the production. There are also claims that a lot of the visual effects in CGI was created to a level where they were meant to be covered by other effects like atmospheric effects and haze. The past was never done so work that was created rough because they thought it. What?
Well, so yeah, I get what they're saying. So they're saying that pass, meaning like where they covered it by other effects, like haze and stuff. That pass was never done, so work that was created rough because they thought it would be covered up was front and center in all of its roughness and jank.
That's crazy.
So, yeah,
that
basically,
sentence is full of roughness and jank.
Yeah,
it is. It is. Yeah, so basically, they were like, "It'll be fine. It's gonna be covered by other shit," and it was not. Which would be so embarrassing. Like, oh, cool. That thing that I thought was not going to be visible is completely visible. Thanks,
Mhm.
guys. Thanks.
I'm surprised they didn't use 9/11 footage at this point, dude.
Right, dude?
Oh, I know,
Fuck.
right? I'm surprised there wasn't like World War II footage thrown in there, and just like
No, the
completely
Battle of
anachronistic
Normandy is
stuff.
just a bunch.
Yeah, just
It's just
totally
a bunch of.
anachronistic stuff being portrayed as like this is current events.
Hitler's like giving a speech and there's a tripod in the back. Just
He's standing on the tripod with a little mic stand giving the speech off of that. Okay. The London data center depicted in the film is actually the Harpa Concert Hall in Reykjavik, Iceland. All right.
Man, this trivia is just as boring as the movie is.
yeah.
Yes. Like I think people were struggling and they were just like, I don't know.
Oh my god, this
Maybe
next
this
one is
interests
so
someone.
fucking stupid, dude.
I mean, what's wild though is that one had 20 likes.
Yeah.
20 likes.
Yeah.
Wait for this one.
Why? They must all be Icelanders.
Many of the character names are descriptions of the character. Will has willpower. Faith has faith. David beats Goliath. Goodman is a good man. Sandra NASA works at NASA. Are you fucking kidding me?
Look, I remember as a, like, I want to say high school freshman, I remember being told that I needed to write a story and that I should, you know, make the characters' names in a way that it told you who the character was. So I think these people probably took high school English and just that's their career.
Maybe it was high school English students that wrote this.
Sandra NASA.
Oh my God,
Works at
that's
NASA.
probably what it is. They were like, all right, kids, we're gonna have a special project today.
Yeah. Let's see.
Boeing 747.
Okay. The Boeing 747 airliner crash site is a practical location at Universal Studios Hollywood. Shows such as Crossing Jordan used it after the set was built for the 2005 movie. That was the
So they
first
did have
piece.
one practical
Yeah,
site.
that is like the first interesting piece of news for this entire interesting piece of trivia. I mean, for this entire thing.
Well, and it's gotten way more likes and dislikes than just about anything else.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, a few of them at the top had a pretty good number, but it went straight downhill from there.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So producer Timur Begmambetov said he is hoping to utilize the same technology. Oh no, for this that he used for the 2015's Unfriended.
That's the movie I was
2018's
talking about earlier. Not friend request, but Unfriended.
Unfriended. What was it again?
It's a movie that takes place like it's a Screen Life movie, but it's like a horror, psychological horror movie.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
They're all just like on like Messenger the whole time, but it was actually like a decent movie.
So he used it on 2015's Unfriended, 2018's Searching and Unfriended Dark Web, which were told entirely through computer screens, as we know now already. The format is known as Screen Life. Mm-hmm. And allows for stories to be told from the point of view of computers or phones. As of May 2024, nothing has been announced yet how the story would be tied into War of the Worlds. So this was prior to the movie
like
even being
10
made.
years prior.
Was, yeah, pretty much.
That reminds me of one of my favorite parts is when, he finally gets the common sense to pull out his fucking phone instead of trying to use like Teams and WhatsApp. And like it's just a recording of his phone. Like it's not even just him on it.
Yeah.
Like why didn't you bust out the iPhone in the first place? Like
this movie. We'd be here all day.
Yeah. The disruptor types, shall we play a game, to Bradford. This is a well-used line from War Games.
War Games!
And also a similar line to do you want to play a game?
From Saul.
Yeah.
In the scroll of the Goliath whistleblower files, among other things, there are references to 1949, Kenneth Arnold skipping like saucers UFO sighting, quote, Roswell crash, and Skinwalker Ranch, longtime hotbed of UFOs, UAPs, government cover-ups, and other paranormal activity.
And people hated that.
Yeah.
They hated knowing what real world things this movie was referencing.
Mm-hmm. Like it matters or
I don't want
any
any nonfiction in my fiction.
God damn it.
How dare you?
Well, I think that's everything for our segment. Don't watch this movie. Or do. And say that we sent you, and hopefully Ice Cube cuts us a check.
Yeah. And I know I told you guys this before, but I just wanted to like wrap up as saying, if you're going to have the last 10 minutes of your movie and you're going to purport that your main character is in harm's way and has no chance of making it out, he's not going to survive, he's going to die, he's going to sacrifice himself, maybe either A, pay that off, or B, give people a reason, like show them, tell them why, how he made it out alive. Yeah. Instead of sending him in there, oh, he's dying, cut to black, fade to black. And then after the credits, he's just fine.
He's just okay.
No reference. He doesn't have a scratch on him. No reference to what happened.
Nothing. He's just okay.
Everything's cool. Everything's
just cool. Okay. Yep.
Yeah. Anyway, that's all.
Don't watch this movie. It was genuinely trash. Well, that concludes our episode. We hope you enjoyed it. Join us next week when we take you back to Retromania. As always, you can follow us on social media.
On Facebook at The Nerd Corporation, a podcast.
On X and Instagram at Nerdcorp Podcast.
And on TikTok at Nerdcorp Podcast.
And since you're watching us on YouTube, please don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, hit that little bell icon. We want to get into as many nerdy ears as possible, and that is the best and freest way to help us do that. We will have everything on audio platforms very soon, but because of who I am as a person, we haven't done that yet. But go check out the first 10 episodes of the Nerd Corporation wherever you listen to podcasts.
Maybe, eventually. At some point.
I have the first 10 episodes up, but I just don't have any of the other ones because of who I am as a person. But anyways, from all of us here at the Nerd Corporation and not here, we thank you. We love you. And keep it nerdy, y'all.
Tiny.